What's up, everybody? I'm Joe, and I'm bringing you guys what if I was the reincarnation of the Scarlet King himself. Now, I know you guys have wondering, Joe, why are you even doing this what if? Well, it's because I actually felt like I wanted to actually try out. I like to try something different from my what ifs from Dragon Ball, Undertale, sometimes of Naruto, or maybe others. So yeah, I surprisingly combine a little bit of an ACB what if. I'll also practically maybe even include what if Goku was in the ACP universe. I'll maybe include that as well as the next what if maybe after this maybe. So yeah, I'll make more different timelines what ifs, like what if I was in Undertale, or what if I had the determination soul, even more as time goes on. So yeah, but I have a request for all you guys. I want this video to get to 10 likes. You heard me correctly, 10 likes. If it gets to 10 likes, I promise I'll finish my series of What If Goku Was Born for his potential remake, and even more, and I'll also drop out What If Goku Broke His Limiter. Now I know you guys have wanted this since you guys voted in community check, so I'm giving you guys this wish, but you have to get this video to 10 likes so you can get this video. So you better be quick so you can actually get it. So yeah, but without any further ado, let's get into the story. Now, how would this would happen actually? Well, how does Scarlet King even die or get a reincarnation? Well, the Scarlet King in his timeline will be a lot more different than any variations of himself. Unlike his other variations who were purely evil, this Scarlet King will actually be much more mature. He knows what he has done in the past, or what he has done to his siblings. He has devoured all of them, their knowledge and everything, but he's also devoured their emotions. Eventually, after skulking a couple of billions of years, and eventually after even destroying the entire SCP Foundation after many years, he does not feel anything anymore. He's empty. He has accomplished his goals, yes, he's the ultimate overlord of everything, but now he feels empty. There's nothing more for him to rule yet anymore. He even killed one of his children, and that doesn't make him happy either. He just feels guilt. For the first time, the most powerful evil god feels guilt. That's something new to him, he thinks to himself. But even though this is new to him, he knows that these humans did give him an entertaining life, but he destroyed everything. Now there's nothing. Even if he could restore everything, he most likely would do just the same thing. It would just repeat itself. He knows that history would just repeat itself. Him destroying the foundation, freeing his evil children, and eventually even killing his good ones, and so on. He knows that this cycle will not end, so the Scarlet King decides to do something. Instead of him constantly living eternally life in the void, he decides to probably have a reincarnation. A person he decides to reincarnate as, or give his powers so he can be the next Scarlet King, since he decides to drop out this title, deciding to practically live in the afterlife, to practically meet his wives. Even though it kinda he does not want to admit, but he did love his wives in his first life when he first married his 7 wives. Even though he did not admit it, he did love them a lot. He loved them all. And he could not even hold himself to even say it, but he did love and care for them. Even though he was not shown in his emotions, constantly after many years, a couple of eons in the void, you could actually feel his emotions growing the more he just spent there. He just felt empty, but at the same time he felt sadness, guilt, and regret for what he has done. So Scarlet King decided that the only way for him to get rid of those emotions once and for all, he needs a reincarnation. Someone to take his place, someone worthy of his power. But he knows that nobody with pure heart can actually do that. It must be someone with pure heart, yes, but someone who has broken trust, someone who has lost everything and has nothing left. And the King was had to go through many universes, and he is able to find one boy named Martine. He has seen many different variations of him. One he was in Dragon Ball, many when he achieved the powers of gods, and many when he actually became a god or a demigod, if not even more. But he wants a vessel who's perfect for him, a powerful reincarnation. And eventually he stumbles upon one Martine, whose family died a long time ago. He's now at the age of 16, and he's about to get betrayed by one of his best friends. Now Scarlet King thinks that this is the best opportunity to practically use this. Now the story of this Martine will be incredibly different from, if you guys are wondering, this story is not my real, it's just an imaginary story. So yeah, of course, this Martin will probably have an incredibly bad life. Of course, his family would have been normal like every family as well, but eventually it would happen in a car accident that he'd be left alone. His family would have died, most of his family members would have died, but he was able to earn their money through their insurance, and eventually he would live in his own apartment. Even though he was still pretty young to live in that, he still studied incredibly hard so he can keep up with his studies since he was left alone. He did pay for some things, also learn how to use credit card and many other things that adults were supposed to use. Martin only had his grandparents and his uncle. This is the only family he had left. He lost his family, his father, mother, brother, even his other grandmothers and grandmas and grandfathers died. He only has two grandmas and two grandfathers, while his uncle is the only one of his family left. His cousins died in a car crash, in a plane crash as well. Marty felt empty, almost like he could not feel any happiness. Like all the happiness inside of him has fully disappeared. But his best friend, being Hope, and one of his other best friend, being Demetrius, practically helped him a lot. But Demetrius had a jealousy behind his own influence with Martine. He was jealous that Hope was probably getting a lot of attention from Martine, and eventually, after many years, a couple of months of him holding his anger, he decided to explode. And eventually, he would betray Martin by faking evidence of him trying to rob a girl from our class. Of course, Martin would politely try to deny it, explain himself, but then his in class would not believe him, eventually beating him to a pulp, leading to almost being near death. They just would have saw Martin being near death, as they'll call in the ambulance. Eventually getting into a hospital as he was near dead. He thought to himself, is this the end for me? Is this how I die? Because of stupid betrayal? What did I do to deserve this? I didn't do anything. Why does my life is like this? Why? Just why? But then a deep voice talks to him. Because, my boy, you have something that no mortal possesses, a sadness beyond sadness. But you also hold a great anger, don't you? Martin is shocked as he hears a deep voice. It can't be, can it? Martin closes his eyes and eventually he ends up in a dark place, being his mindscape. He can tell that this was his mind. It's very dark, but yet it has a glimpse of light, he can tell. He then looks to a figure as a gigantic figure and stature of being the Scarlet King. Martin is shocked as he looks at him, with the Scarlet King looking down on the boy. On Martin as he tells him, don't worry, little one. I'm not gonna hurt you. Not just yet. But I'm here to tell you something very important, and you must listen to me, and do not interrupt me, he said in a straight voice. Martin would look at him and ask him, what does he want? The Scarlet King explains to Martin that he wants him to be his reincarnation, to be the next Scarlet King. Martin was confused and asked him, why? Why should I be the next Scarlet King? Aren't you pure evil? Why would I become evil just because I was betrayed? Yes, I do have an incredible amount of anger, but I'll never kill everybody in the entire universe just so I can get my revenge. This is not right. But the Scarlet King just told him, I did not mean it like this, but you must calm your anger down, or else I have to force you. Of course, Martin would instantly shut up, knowing that he cannot say anything to a powerful being which holds boundless strength. Listen, I'm not gonna hurt you, nor am I gonna hurt your parents in the afterlife. I want you to know that no matter what you do with your life, they will always be proud of you. They always will and always will be. Your brother is really sorry for his death, and he wants to apologize to you. I could feel their souls in the afterlife of how they apologize to you. Every time you have to endure something really hard in your life, I could feel their sadness. I can tell that you feel their sadness as well, but you can't admit it. I want you to know that I'm gonna train you so you never get betrayed and never lose to anyone who's weaker or even stronger than you. I'm gonna train you to become the strongest in the entire existence. You will be my reincarnation. You will be the next Scarlet King. Will you accept this deal? Marty will look at the Scarlet King and eventually ask him, what do I get if I become the next Scarlet King? The Scarlet King, of course, would just sigh, telling him boundless amounts of knowledge, strength, but most importantly, full control over your emotions. You're able to control your emotions to a point that you'll not even see that you're faking it or anything like that. It's like it's natural. But I will also grant you a new chance. I'll reincarnate you in another universe as well. You have all my powers, yes, but you will gain my look as a demon, since your physical body is almost completely destroyed because of those brats. So I cannot give you your original body, but I can give you this new one that is being mine, a copy variation of mine, stronger and incredibly powerful as well. Marty would then look down, thinking really hard about this. Eventually, after a couple of hours, He says, "Fine, I accept." Scarlet King smiles, telling him, "You won't regret it, my boy. Trust me, you won't. Now let's begin your training. This is gonna be a really long training." Might ask, how long is the training is gonna be? Well, for I can see your physical shape, you're slightly strong than normal humans, but in comparison to some of my children, you're really weak. So it will take us at least a couple of eons to train you till we even reach my power, and not even on 1% of it. But I'll train you very hard to a point that you want or you wish to be dead. Morty gulps, knowing that this will be a really hard training, as not. With the Scarlet King telling him that I also prepared a little gift for you, a soulmate you will have in the next life. In this universe, most animals have a little bit of a humanoid features, so you'll not be left alone. You have a soulmate in that universe, but you have to find her yourself. Don't worry, she's pretty close when you find her. Of course, when he was confused and didn't know if if he should have a soulmate, but he accepted the Scar King's gift nonetheless. But guys, this is the end for this part. Hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you guys in the next part. Sayonara.